Hey y'all, welcome back. As we continue this declutter series, there is an area of my collection that I have yet to feature on camera. So I thought today we would tackle my nail polish. My nails are not done. That was the inception, the impetus for this video was having too much nail polish. I'm gonna take my watch off because it's distracting. I'm not gonna swatch these, but we will go through them and I'll try and get like shifts because most of my nail polish is pretty fancy. It's multi-chromatic, it's sparkly. I don't really do nail art anymore. I just kind of let the nail polish speak for itself. So I'll show you my everyday setup and then I'll show you my nail polish. So this, get the whole thing in camera. This is my basic nail care bag. It's a craft caddy that I have converted into this carrier. So I have cotton pads. I have oil for my nails. This jojoba oil from Trader Joe's, A+. I have socks because in here I also have the really intense hydrating cream from Refer. I will hydrate my feet and I'll put these socks on while I'm doing my nails because it's the time I think about it. Another bag of cotton rounds. This I'll get into in a moment. I don't love using nail files if my nails are super long. This is one of those like power callus removers. So yeah, this is one of those guys. I like this one because it tells you how much battery power it has left. But yeah, I use it to mostly grind down the top of the nail, and then I'll go in with a file and clean up the corners. And I usually do that just when my nails are really long and I feel like I'll be sitting there forever with a file. I am autistic and I hate nail clippers. Will not use them. Hate it when other people use them around me. It is a big no-no. This used to be a bag of cuticle sticks. Now it's just an empty bag. I'm sure there's cuticle sticks everywhere. What is this? This is a bag of goodies from the Indie Polish and Beauty Expo. So I've got like a dotting and texture tool, and then this is a magnet. I haven't used any of it yet, but I hang on to it because I do have a couple of magnetic nail polishes. Oh, speaking of magnetic, this is a magnet. I have enough nail files. I haven't actually cleaned out this bag, so y'all are seeing it in its true natural state. So yeah, I burned through nail files like crazy. Here's another pair of socks, and then a whole ton of cuticle sticks in the bottom. I don't know, I think that's a lip gloss. It's a mini from Copacetic. Yeah, it just lives in there. The rest of this is, first of all, this nail polish remover. This is from Ella and Mila. This is their jojoba based nail polish remover. This stuff is bonkers good. I do not understand it, but it takes off my nail polish, does not dry out or strip my nails. It's the only nail polish remover I found to ever do that. And I just absolutely love this stuff. It's replaced all of my acetone. So in the other side of this, so these are all of my, what I call base nail polishes. If I'm doing a nail look and I'm using a thinner polish, I will have a vision and just want to use something solid underneath it. This is High Tea Hibiscus. Isn't it a gorgeous? It's a gorgeous color. It makes me so happy. This is Essence. I put this on my toes in the summer sometimes, depending on my body and if I can reach my toes. I don't know the name of it. Irene. Good night, Irene. It's that lovely beige with a hint of rose. Beautiful, beautiful all by itself. And then my favorite drugstore nail polishes, like creme nail polishes in general, not just drugstore, but in general, my favorite cremes are these One Step Wonder Gels from Wet n Wild. And I think they may have been discontinued, which is an absolute crying shame because these are beautiful. This is taupe as a joke. Look at that. They are solid. They are just, they're opaque in one, maybe two coats, with the exception of this one. This is rather thin and milky, and it takes a lot of shaking to really make sure you get it saturated. But these are, if I need just a quick nail, I usually reach for these. I do have a couple of my indie polishes that I know are pretty bulletproof, but these are the never fails. Never fails. They last forever and they're absolutely beautiful. So I have, what do I have here? I have Until Next Time, Power Outage, Under My Plum, Lavender Out Loud, Taupe is a Joke we already talked about, Stay Classy, Condensed Milk. Besides these, I also have a Wet n Wild Fast Dry. I think these are still available. Wet n Wild nail polishes are usually pretty good. This one from Essence, Legally Pink. This is so different for me. I normally do not go for neons, but I really like this. And just opening it, I have a feeling it's similar to that NARS blush that I was trying to do. It was similar to that Nude Sticks blush that I have been trying to do. Let's just do a side-by-side comparison. I mean, they're not too far off. I do really like a lot of the Holo Taco polishes I have. I have, what is this? I think this is Indigo Away and High Tea Hibiscus. Yes. So those are the two solids that I have. I wouldn't necessarily call these cremes, but they're really solid and they go on in a coat or two. So that's what I keep in this bag with the exception of this. This bag is my go anywhere, do my nails anywhere bag. I think it came in a scrapbooking bag, this bag itself. And I eventually got tired of searching for all of my nail stuff. So I'm going to dump this out and we'll talk about it. You can tell I did not pre-clean because messy Q-tips. Okay, so what all is in this bag? First of all, it has all of the tools to do my finger and toenails, including these toe separators that I've had for well over 10 years. I bought these when I was living in Cincinnati. I moved back from Cincinnati in 2014. That's how long I've had these. I have a filing cube as well as a file. Sometimes my neuropathy prevents me from holding on to something like this in the manner in which it needs to be used. So then I can go for this and it's just a different kind of work. It's a different sensation. It's a different form of holding on to something to file my nails. It's hard to explain, but to me it makes sense. I have a base coat and a top coat. Both of these are drugstore. The Orly Bonder, I have been using this for ages. It is a fantastic base coat. It does not get dried out and gummy. I don't know how long I've had this bottle. I think I've opened a new one in like the last year, but that's because I use it quite a bit and I go through it really fast. And then the Wet n Wild Instant Dry Quick Dry Top Coat. This is one of the thickest, richest top coats I've used in a long time. I don't use a separate top coat. I just use this. So these two together make a really bulletproof nail. This one from Holo Taco is, I think it's their like quick dry base coat, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Why do you need a quick dry base? I don't like this. I find that my nail polish actually peels up a lot faster when I use this. So this is going to be my first declutter of this video. Declutter basket. I have around my home, I have several of these Wet n Wild concealer brushes. These are $1 or $2 at the dollar store, Five Below. I know that my local grocery store sometimes has Wet n Wild brushes. I use these a lot for cleaning up if I get outside the lines. I am starting to develop this like tremor, and it gets really bad when I'm doing my nails. So having tools that help me clean that up really helps. So this little guy that came in a manicure set, again, ages ago. It's the only tool I have left from it. It's a cuticle pusher, and then this guy, when I'm cleaning up my cuticles, really helps get under there if I've gone too far over and I have polish under my nail. It helps lift that so it doesn't dry stuck to my skin. And it again, it's one of those tools that makes a big difference. I love these little wooden cuticle sticks. They're great. This, I have no idea where it came from, but again, it's another one that's good for sweeping under the nail and helping to clean up the cuticle before I start painting. If I do what I call a tip to toe nail polish, which is all the way from cleaning up my cuticles, removing my nail polish, shaping my nails, it can take me sometimes 2 to 3 hours because I'm a bit of a perfectionist and I like to make sure things are dry and solid before I carry on. Let's talk about the eyelash glue because I'm sure that's standing out. I use this if I break a nail and it's far enough down along the cuticle edge that I can kind of glue it back down. It doesn't do a whole lot of good, but sometimes it is the rescue tool I need. And I don't use fake eyelashes anymore. So what am I going to do with lash glue? Okay, this is that jojoba oil from Trader Joe's in a twist up clicky pen. This is a trick I learned from Christine of Simply Nailogical many, many years ago. And honestly, it's one of the best tricks I've ever learned for keeping your nails soft and pliable so they don't break. You might think, oh, you need to keep your nails hard and stick straight and tough. No, actually, it's very much the opposite. You want your nails to be soft so that they bend without breaking. So every once and again, I will go over my nails with some nail oil and it just sinks in. Sometimes I rub it in, sometimes I just let it soak in. And this oil is neutral, it doesn't smell like anything, and it just soaks in. And then you've got this really nice soft nail that bends instead of breaking. So if you hit it on something, the nail's not going to chip or break. And that means the nail polish isn't going to chip or break. We'll talk about that guy in a second. So this is another, it's a nail cream. So it's basically the same idea as this, but it's a little bit more like hand and nail based, where that I just mostly used on my nails. Yeah, it's an all-in-one cuticle and nail cream, so it's meant to help soften the cuticles as well. This stuff I've only recently gotten, but it is a cuticle remover like nothing else. This stuff works it's so fast. and I like it better than the stuff in the blue tube, but again, it's still Sally Hansen, so it's affordable. Those are my tools. This is everything that I need to do my nails. So when I actually pick out my next nail polish, I will not have to go searching for my base coat, for my top coat, for my cuticle oil. It makes doing my nails so much easier. So I'm going to put this stuff away, and then we're actually going to talk about the rest of my nail polish that needs a going over. Oh, and I guess I should mention, when I have this bag together and I do my nails, I will put that nail polish away, and then I will pull out the polish I want to use for my next manicure. And that lives in this bag until I sit down and do my next manicure. When I do my nails again, I have my polish already picked out. I know what I'm going to do, and it makes things a lot more executive function friendly. I don't have to dither, as my father used to say, back and forth. This is a really beautiful polish from Wildflower Lacquer. It's called The Sky Has Finally Opened 2.0. I really like this polish. Look forward to seeing that on my hands, if not soon, in previous videos. This is my nail polish organizer. Is it loud? Yes. So this is my nail polish storage. I turn it sideways, but everything would just completely disintegrate. So this is one of those 6-drawer organizers. So I have things kind of situated and sorted. And then these guys. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is just start from the bottom drawer and see where we go. So this ended up coming in at a fortuitous time because I think this shade, this is called Date Night in the Swamp, but this looks very much like the Pantone color of the year, which is mocha poop brown. And I really like all mixed up lacquers. A lot of these are going to be indie brands. Occasionally you're going to have, you know, a paparazzi from CVS thrown in. Most of these are indie brands. So this is all mixed up. I've got a couple from them. But yeah, this one I don't think I've used it yet. All right, where are we going next? This is another one from All Mixed Up. This is Autumn Embers. And it's this beautiful brown sparkle. Let me move. But yeah, this is a really beautiful red to green to gold, very autumnal polish. It's one that, again, I haven't used. I have so many in here. I'm overwhelmed, which is why I need to declutter some of these. This one I really love. This is from, I think it's Crystal Knockout Polish and Beauty. I seem to remember they also make jewelry. I really like this polish. It's a basic pink, very thin. I don't wear this on its own. I usually layer it on top of something else. And it gives it this really nice, interesting blue reflect. Oh, it's so much fun. It's just a different layer, but it changes the texture of what you're wearing so much. I think this one, I don't know yet. I know that I have another one like this, so let me wait until I get to that, and then we'll do some comparisons. Yes. This is from Danglefoot Lacquer. And one of the things I love about Danglefoot, they're a UK brand. They have their nail polishes grouped into movie pop culture references. So the two that I have from them are both from Tangled. Let me find the other one. This murky purpley red is called Mother Knows Best. And this guy, which is that like orange to green to pink shift, is called You Broke My Smolder. And I love them both. They're the only two I have from Danglefoot, and I will probably get a couple more this summer at the Indie Polish and Beauty Expo. This is why I need to declutter my polishes. My collection grew by leaps and bounds this year. This is from Great Lakes Lacquer. It's called Last Hugs. It was a Polish and Beauty 2023 exclusive. It's so pretty. It's that bright neon pink to orange, and it is just all summer. It is just a summertime polish, and I don't have a lot of those. I don't wear a lot of bright colors on my nails. I tend to wear multi-chromes. I tend to wear stuff that's a little more, that has more gray in it. This, I'm gonna keep it. I haven't actually worn it by itself. This is from Sweet and Sassy Lacquer. This is Blueberry. Again, it was an Indie Polish and Beauty Expo exclusive. It's a blue jelly with iridescent holographic flakies and glitter. And when I first swatched it, I was a little disappointed because it was super thin and I had hoped it wouldn't be, but it does build up. It does build up within a couple layers. I hate waiting for more than like 3 layers of nail polish to dry. It's so annoying. But yeah, this one's gonna stay too. Yeah, this is boring. I'm not decluttering anything from this drawer. Retro Remix. Oh, hello. Oh yeah, it seems okay. Again, it's that dingy army green. I got this with a birthday coupon from CVS that was like, you get a free bottle of nail polish. And I remember bringing it home and showing it to my mom. And she was just like, ooh. But it was the first time that I realized that I liked a green dingy nail. Here we have Swamp Gloss, Abe Froman. So this came in the swag bag from Polish and Beauty Expo. And it's this weird green, yellow, pink, thin micro glitter topper. And yeah, it's, if you think it's gonna stay, then you're not wrong. I love these thin toppers. I love polishes that allow me to change and adjust what I have according to my whims at the moment. Now, I did have, I think 3 or 4 of the iridescent flaky top coats from Holo Taco, and I ended up selling them because I just didn't like not knowing what they were going to do on my nails based on what I was putting them on top of, because my brain is kind of color theory oriented, and I don't like surprises like that. Speaking of, we have several Holo Taco polishes. This is just their plain old flaky topper. We then have 2 of their really special, like shifty multi-chrome. We have Purple with Envy and Electromagnetic. So this is a black with these like silver blue linear rainbow, again, micro shimmer that just gives it the weirdest effect. And I've only played with this. I haven't actually put it on all of my nails yet and worn it, but I know Holo Taco's quality. And Purple with Envy, I'm actually going to set aside because I think I have some other stuff to compare to it, and I don't want to jump to conclusions. This I saw in the what's coming to the Polish and Beauty Expo, their Facebook thread. And I was like, oh my God, that's so different. And it is. It's like this purple raisin base with orange, gold, and yellow multi-sized flakes. Now, this one does take a couple layers to build up, but once it's on, it's so pretty. This one I'm going to go ahead and get rid of. This is from KB Shimmer. This is another PB&E 2024. This is the meet and greet. I bought a cup and it came with this in it. It's not one that I would have purchased. It's really thin. And honestly, I feel like it's a little bit pedantic. I'm such a snob. It's a pink jelly with iridescent flakies in it. It's fine. It's just too thin for what I like, taking up space, and I'm not going to use it. All right, another, wait, was this Polish Pickup or was this, yeah, this was Polish Pickup from July 2024. If you're not sure, if you don't know what Polish Pickup means, Polish Pickup is an indie company that issues a theme and brands can choose to submit a polish that goes with that theme. They will release them all on Facebook and I believe Instagram. I think they also have a monthly mailing list. And you place your order before it's actually made so that the brand knows how much to make. And it's a pretty short order window every month. I think it's less than a week. And you go on their site and you pick the polishes you want. And next month you get a package in the mail that's got your bundle of polishes. I think it's a really cool idea. I like it a lot. This is one of the only polishes I've purchased from them. I think I have like maybe 2 or 3, but this one is called One Foot in the Ground, and it's very pretty. It's very pretty. Have I worn this yet? I don't remember. This is why we're doing a declutter, because I have too many nail polishes to remember what I've worn. Again, oh, all mixed up lacquer, a thorn like no other. Look at how bright that is. I'm tempted come summertime to layer these two and see what kind of phantasm I can create. This is another one that I'm keeping. I have never seen a top coat have this base color. It's like a grayish blue. And then inside is this again, pink to yellow to orange iridescent micro glitter. This is from Sweet and Saucy, Sweet and Sour, Sweet and Saucy. I think they do need to do a better job with their branding because I don't know who this is from. It's called Cloudgate, which is the name of the bean. It's the official name of the bean in Chicago. This is the thing about indie polishes. They don't have stockholders. They don't have people regulating what they can produce. So they can make anything they want, including a weird beige topper. It's so cool. This is something that I would put over any of those cremes that I showed you earlier and could probably get a really cool nail polish look out of. Bee's Knees. I have worn this. This is Queen of Rot. I remember wearing this over the summer and everyone, or spring? Yeah, spring, summer. And everyone else is rocking like blue and green and like pastels. No, I'm wearing Queen of Rot. I love it. Love it. And it's that color that I love. That is like a red base with a green. It's a red base with a green shimmer. Like the rest of the polish itself is green and it's got this really interesting red to teal shift. Monarch. Sweet Home Chicago. This is from the Polish Pickup, or not Polish Pickup, Polish and Beauty Expo VIP bag from 2023. Here's the thing about this polish. I haven't used it. I've had it since 2023. We are now at the end of 2024, and it's pretty. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous magenta. I have not worn it. And that means it's time for me to declutter it. So this ended up coming in at a fortuitous time because I think this shade, this is called Date Night in the Swamp, but this looks very much like the Pantone color of the year, which is mocha poop brown. I was really excited about this polish, and I don't know why. This is from Danny Viana. It's the same maker that made this one in Shadow Man. This is Titanic. This was on my list of polishes to purchase, and I don't know why. It seemed very shiny and different and pretty, but it's not one I've worn. And it's not one that I'm like looking at thinking, I'm sad I haven't worn it. I'm sad that I bought it and I haven't used it. It's gonna go its own way. This is from Glisten and Glow. I believe this came in my yeah, it's Tinley Park at dusk, which is where they have the Indie Polish and Beauty Expo. This is really pretty. It's a gray base with purple micro shimmer. So it just, oh, it's murky and dark and it's purple and I love it. All right, that's only 2 drawers, y'all. That's only 2 of these. So these are my ILNP lacquers. I am a big fan of this brand. In my holiday declutter videos, you probably noticed I was wearing this polish. This is called Lucky One. It is a green jelly with silver and holographic glitter, and it is so pretty, and it is 1 coat, 2 coats max, and it's gorgeous. It's so easy to use. And that is the thing that I go for with these polishes, is that they are easy to use and they don't chip easily. They tend to be pretty bulletproof. But now that I have all of these gorgeous indie polishes, how many of these am I using? This blue is called Downpour. This lives in my memory. It's such a gorgeous shade of royal blue. And when the light hits it right, you get just this rainbow sparkle. The orange I'm going to get rid of. Atomic Sherbet? Yeah, this is going to go. I have no need for an orange polish. At least one that's like this. I'm sure I have stuff in here that is of the orange base. Champagne Rosé. This one's gonna stay. It's a really easy, neutral polish, but again, it's got that spectacular linear shift. And I've worn this to weddings. It's just an easy polish to wear, and it's just, there's something special about it. Oh, what am I gonna do with you? Alexander and the terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of this one too. I have some really gorgeous grayish indie polishes, and I don't think about this one. There are some polishes in this drawer that I do remember I have. Like this one. I love this polish. Madison Avenue, Royal, no, rose gold glitter but is bulletproof in 1 to 2 coats, and I don't have to mess with a sponge. Yeah, that one's staying. This one, no. Showtime. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this because I know I have stuff in the rest of my indie collection that will rival this. I'm gonna set it aside and I'll decide what to do momentarily once I've gone through the rest of my drawers. I'm gonna say the same for this. I love this polish, but I can't remember if I have something from Cleona or another brand that will rival this teal called No Days Off. This is called Cityscape. It's a black hollow. I think I'm going to keep this. It's a really good base. It's a really good basic. You know, we get all the fancy shifty shimmery stuff, but we still need the basics. I think this red is going to go. Stopping traffic. Yeah, I don't use reds anymore. I don't, and this one's just not that special. This one is called Walking Home, and it's a lavender purple. It's a lavender purple, purplish lavender, deeper lavender with again a linear shift. And it's one of those that again is super easy to wear. It's not distracting on camera. It just wears really well. These polishes, the reason I have so many of these is because they wear beautifully. And when I was looking for really special polishes, these, you know, they're $10 a bottle. And this is a collection that I have amassed over a long period of time. This one is still special. It's still different enough that it can stay. These are gonna go. This is from Zombie Claw. It's another indie brand. This is called Zombies Back at It. It was a VIP bag, swag bag polish. And I really love it. It's this deep rose copper. It's not a rose gold. This is a rose gold. This is a rose copper. And it's so pretty. I've worn it once or twice. And the problem that I had was that it chipped really easily. And I don't have time for that. I'm going to hang on to it. I'm going to give it another chance. It may have just been that I wasn't terribly efficient with my base coat. My nail shape wasn't, you know, optimal, but I do really love this polish. It's a very unique color. Okay. This is the drawer. These are most of my Cleona and a lot of my other indie polishes. I see two that I think are going, although this is Sugar Plum Fairy, and I feel like this should be my next manicure. I then have this one, which is called Deck the Halls. I'm going to get rid of this one. I have not decided on Sugar Plum Fairy. The problem I'm having is I don't remember what this formula is like. So I am going to set this aside and I will give it a go. I think it's the only one I have from Pinnacle. At one point I had 3 or 4. I sold a couple and these are the only 2 I have left. I will have to give this one another go and see how I feel. If you saw any of my eyeshadow declutters, you will know that I have a soft spot for Cleona's polishes. I really do. There's just something special about not only the colors, but the formulation. They have this metallic finish that is just, it's bulletproof. It's bulletproof. But there's a couple in here that I know I'm going to declutter. So this is Cosmopolitan. It's pretty. It's a pink with gold micro shimmer. I don't like the way this looks on my hands. It's just not flattering against my skin tone. I think because my natural complexion is so pink, it clashes. I don't like it. It's gonna get the top. We then have, oh, this one too. So this is Space Cacao. It's very pretty, but I have so many other polishes that do what this does. And this one's just a little bit more fiddly than I would like it. This is actually like a regular glitter polish that you have to either keep building or you waste a lot of it on a sponge. I'm not about that life. So this one's gonna go too. Oh yeah, okay. So I have Tarte, which is a purple silver metallic. It's weird and wonderful, and I like it a lot. So this is another polish pickup. This is Handbook for the Recently Deceased, which I believe is based on Beetlejuice. I don't know. I haven't actually seen the original Beetlejuice, but it's a gorgeous polish. Gorgeous. Another like natural weird is Desert Rose. So again, it's this beige dust colored base with pink micro shimmer and blue sparkle. It's really pretty. It's so pretty. You wouldn't think it would be, but it is. Rainbows. I can't remember if this was a polish pickup order. Yeah, it was. This was my first polish pickup polish. I only have like maybe 6, but this was very limited edition and I thought it was really cool. It's the only like dark blue base. It's the first one I had before I got blueberry from Sweet and Sour. Y'all, it's 10:30. I think I started filming around 9:30. Anyway, this is one of my favorite polishes. This is called Dark and Stormy, and it's orange to purple to copper. It is like the ultimate autumnal metallic. And the thing I love about their metallics is they go on in 2 coats, sometimes 1. I usually do 2, and they dry down almost instantly. Smedge Haze. This is one that I was looking at for a long time, and I eventually pulled the trigger, and I have no regrets. None whatsoever. This is Step on a Crack, and I honestly do not remember how I feel about this one. But I went ahead and decluttered Space Cacao, so I think I'm going to keep this, and I'll plan on using it soon. I'm not planning on buying any more nail polish soon. I want to go through my collection and wear them all. I know, radical idea. These are 2 that I'm still kind of up in the air about. These are from Beau Reve Lacquer. One of these is Blooming Azalea and Fawning Over You. And I think it's pretty easy to see why I love these color stories. They have that green to red thing that I just like. This one's obviously much more teal. This one's a little thinner and more pink. And I know that I've like tried these and they're a little thinner than I would like. So I'm still unsure of how I feel about these. That being said, I'm going to keep them and I'll give them another shot. Ooh, who are you? You are Garden Path Lacquers. A Garden Grows in Chicago from PBE Swag Bag 2024. This is honestly what I wish this was. I know that they don't seem similar at all, and now that I'm looking at them side by side, they're not similar. They're really not. They're very different. Garden Grows in Chicago. I have used, and it's fine. I like it. I like it enough to keep it, but if I have not developed strong feelings for it by the next time I do a declutter, I will be letting go of it. So these are two more ILNP polishes, and they were in this drawer because they're ones that I want to use soon. So obviously they're going to stay. We have Sweater Weather, gorgeous deep teal with iridescent holographic flakes, and Better Days, which is at like a denim blue gray. It's and it's got a really small linear holographic shimmer. These two were in that drawer because I remembered them and I wanted to use them. This is Rainbow Sherbet. And on it, so it is, you can't see that very well because it's all blown out. The fact that I could not identify this and I thought it was something else that I really liked tells me that I should declutter it. This is Après 8. So Après 8 has a beige creme base with this blue to green to red shifty metallic. I don't understand it, and it kind of makes my brain turn to scrambled eggs, but I'm okay with that. I like scrambled eggs. We got 3 more, people. 3 more. Flying Buttress from Cleona. Waltz of the Flowers. Look at that purple. It's so weird and so cool, and I like it so much. And then Withstand the Storm. So this was a polish pickup rewind from July of 24. And it's not linear. It's a green multichrome. It's a red to orange to green multichrome. And I like it. It's gonna stay. That's why it was in these drawers. That's why it was in this top section. So now I have to figure out what am I gonna do with these. This one is gonna stay. I thought I had something that was similar, if not better, and I don't. And the more I look at this, the more I'm like, yeah, I really want to use that polish. How do I feel about this berry? It's really pretty. It's a pretty, easy to use, mindless, for me, nail polish. But am I going to reach for it if I have all of these special polishes in front of me? That right there is the question. I've also got Sugar Plum Fairy, which is relatively similar. So I only feel the need to keep one of these. And if I'm only keeping one, then I'm going to keep the formula that I know, and that is the ILNP formula. I'm going to declutter Sugar Plum Fairy from Pinnacle as well. And I think I'm going to keep these two. So the one from Monarch called Elevator Glam Jam, a friend waited in line to get this for me. She was my little shopping fairy, and I'm not ready to declutter it. Same with this. This teal is just too pretty to let go of. So she's gonna stay. All right, I'm gonna put these all back in their drawers. I'm gonna take a head count, figure out how many I'm decluttering, and then we'll be finished. $15. Am I gonna remember that? Probably not. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 27, 28, 29, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 40. Ugh. 40. So those are just my indie and regular polishes. We got to count these guys. I'm not counting top or base coats, but this one does have a polish in it, so that's 45. 46, 47, 48, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. 56. That's not as bad as I thought it would be. So these are all of the declutters. Honestly, I declutter more than I thought I was going to. I knew that there were a handful here on the chopping block, but I knew that there were a handful here on the chopping block, but I didn't know it was gonna be this many. So what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. A nice even number. So I have 54 regular polishes, including all of my indie, my special, and my cremes, and I'm getting rid of 12. That's a pretty good number. I feel good about that. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this declutter. It was different. It was a different kind of declutter for me. My arm, I'm not getting topical dermatitis from it. I'll swatch it. All right, it is bedtime for me. It is almost 11 o'clock and I am tired. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you are taking care of yourself so you can take care of each other. Happy holidays / New Year. I will see you all in my next one. Bye, friends.